What's up guys, my name is unCAGEDgamez. Welcome back to another Injustice 2 video. Today I'm going to be doing a video that a lot of you guys have been requesting me to do, and that is what are my thoughts or what are my ideas, predictions on who the 9 DLC characters are, especially the 6 silhouettes in the background of the Injustice 2 DLC first wave character pack reveal. Oh my god, that's a lot of words. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I've done a couple of these in the past and a lot of you guys seem to like it, so why not do another one? You guys are seeing my computer screen right now. We're going to go through and I'm going to just walk you guys through my thoughts on who I think they could be, and it's going to be a very raw video. There's not a lot of fancy edits in this video, so don't expect fireworks. Right here is what we got from the trailer. We got the 3 first reveal characters for the DLC: Sub-Zero, Starfire, and Red Hood. And then in the background we see 3 silhouettes here and 3 silhouettes on the right side. Now yes, it is very dark to see, especially in the trailer. It was still hard to see in that, but don't worry, I brightened the image, so here you go. This is a better look at the 6 silhouettes in the background. Now this is the OG image. This was from the Injustice 2 DLC first wave review trailer. The new tweet Ed Boon tweeted was this picture. So you can see that still the 3 characters in the front, but now the background silhouettes have moved and some of them are not the same as before. Again, I have brightened the image for you guys. Boom, right there. So you can see in this, obviously the 2 characters that stand out to us are right here, Black Manta, and then we saw this, which I need to clarify right here. This is Raiden, but in my reaction video, it sounded like I hated Raiden as a character. I don't hate Raiden. Actually, I like Raiden a lot. I just hate the fact that we might get 2 Mortal Kombat characters in a DC fighting game, okay? That's what I hate. I don't hate Raiden. So, just wanted to clarify that up. But then Ed Boon went and tweeted this new image, and we can still see Black Manta. Sorry if this one's not as high quality, just because this was off his Twitter, so I couldn't do anything about it. But we can still see Black Manta in the background right here, but the guy with the rice paddy farmer hat is not there anymore. It's actually this guy was the original Raiden lookalike. He has no hat on, so you can tell by this. If you look near his pants, you can see a couple of bumps here and there, and if you look back at this one, you can still see those couple bumps. So this character right here is this character right here. Now, does that mean that Raiden's still in the game? I sure hope not, because like I said, I want DC characters in a DC fighting game. 1 Mortal Kombat guest character is okay. 2, no. 3, this should be called Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe 2. So this is the current silhouettes that we should work off of, but because of the quality of the image, it's not too great. It's a very grimy there, so we're just gonna use this one. So every single one of them are pretty much the same except for the Raiden and then this person right here. You can see in this person right here, you can see little ears on this person, but if we go to this one, this guy doesn't have any points or ears on him, and he looks very generic, like super generic. Like, look at him. It's just a guy. You can't really tell anything from this character. So the 2 characters that have switched from this and the previous one is the Raiden and this guy. So when we are doing our predictions on these characters, just keep that in mind that they're not there anymore. Well, this Raiden is still there. He just doesn't have his hat on. So let's start from the left side and work our way to the right side. Just like the previous image, he looks very generic. It's just a guy. There's no like gauntlets, there's no spikes, there's no nothing on him. Like when you look at Black Manta, you can tell that this is Black Manta. But this literally could be anyone. But my guess, and I'm gonna guess this for every single character that I believe there's a chance, I'm gonna say that's Beast Boy. Okay, now these are not confirmations, these are just all my guesses, so do not go and tell your friend Beast Boy's confirmed, because he's not confirmed. These are just my guesses. If you look at the roster of characters right here, right, this is the shortest character out of the bunch. Now Beast Boy usually is shorter than most characters from the comics, from the TV show, anything. Beast Boy's normally like the shorter character, so he is the shortest out of every silhouette here. When he's actually in human form, he looks very generic. So Beast Boy is what I'm thinking for the first one. Now the next one, we know that is Black Manta, but people have said maybe Black Manta's not going to be in the game now because of the new image. It doesn't have Raiden. So maybe this was a troll and the 2 obvious characters, the Raiden and the Black Manta, are fakes, and they're just, you know, stand-ins for when they actually announce the character. So now that Raiden's gone, people are like saying Black Manta might not be an actual character, which I can see where you're coming from, but recently they updated Black Manta's character model in Injustice 2. Before, this was the stage transition on Atlantis. We know this one, you guys know it. I was very angry when I found out this was the stage transition and not a playable character, but now this is what he looks like. So his model has been updated, and people are saying, why do you update a model if they're not going to be playable? Well, maybe he will be playable. So from this and from the silhouettes, Black Manta has a very good chance of being DLC. So that's 2 characters down, 4 more to go. Now this next character is a little bit more complicated, especially because the new image right here, they changed it up. So I don't know if this is the same character or not, but I'm going to give my predictions on the character, this character model, and not this generic guy right here, because what can you do about it, you know? The only things I can get off of this character model was the 2 little ears here. It looks like he might have, if you zoom in really carefully here, it looks like, right here, it looks like he might have some goggles of some sort. He has like a belt. I'm hoping this is a he, you know, from the posture, and I think this is a guy. I might be wrong, but I'm going off the guy. So, my predictions, now this one I have a lot, so get ready. My first guess for this character is Booster Gold. Now I say Booster Gold because 1, he does have goggles on him. He does have goggles. He does have this collar, which if you look at the character, he does have somewhat of a collar right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not the biggest collar ever, but it's there. It might be a collar, it might be a scarf. So goggles, possible scarf, and he has like a belt. Booster Gold just fits that character. Ed Boon has mentioned about Booster Gold a couple of times, so this could be Booster Gold. The only thing that is throwing me off is the ears, the pointy ears. Booster Gold doesn't have that. Now, that could be like a new hairstyle. Maybe he spiked it or something. Possible. So that's my first guess. It could be Booster Gold. My next guess for who I think this could be is Deadman. Now, again, I'm going off of because he has a collar, and that guy has somewhat of a collar. It could be Deadman. Also, Deadman has shown up in the Injustice comics. Yes, he died, but when you're DLC, it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive. So Deadman, I feel like, could be a character in the DLC roster. It could work. He has a collar. Again, the only thing that's holding him back from actually having a better chance of being in the game is he's bald, and this character, once again, has ears and looks like he has goggles. So I think Deadman has a less of a chance of being in Injustice 2, and Booster Gold has a better chance. The next character I think that this silhouette could be is probably one of my favorites and my top 5 to be in Injustice 2, and that is my boy Plastic Man. Now Plastic Man could be this character. Again, he has the goggles. You know, I can see him changing his gear or changing his look to make him have a collar. He does have a belt, and his, you know, he could have a headpiece. He can make his head like all different types of shapes. So this could be Plastic Man. I might be stretching it, but you know what? It's Plastic Man, so you can stretch it if you want to. Now, another character that I think that this guy could be, Wildcat. Now, Wildcat, he has the ears. So he, out of everyone I've talked about so far, has the ear matchup. Now, he doesn't have a belt, but that's something that they could change really easy, and he doesn't have a scarf or a collar. So that is one flaw to Wildcat being that DLC character. But again, if we look back at it, they changed it to a default. So they changed it from the pointy ear guy to a normal looking guy. So it could still be Wildcat. So the right side, let's get out of the way, Raiden. The new one, like I said, does not have Raiden's character. See, Raiden's character is no longer there. So that might be a troll. I don't think they're going to do 2 Mortal Kombat characters, especially if you look back. I went back for this, guys. I went and investigated this. Here's a tweet that Ed Boon made in 2016 saying best MK guest character for Injustice 2. Obviously, people voted for Sub-Zero. I voted for Johnny Cage, but Raiden came in 3rd place. Do you guys see that? 3rd. He got 20%. Johnny had more votes than him at 23. So how are they going to do Raiden instead of Johnny. Now, don't get it twisted. I would not want Johnny in Injustice. I want DC characters in Injustice. One Mortal Kombat character is fine. 3, 2, no. Just stop, okay? Save it for MK11. Now, if they replaced Sub-Zero and Raiden for Johnny Cage, I'll be happy. But I don't want Raiden to be replaced with Johnny Cage. That doesn't help the situation. The situation is we don't need a lot of Mortal Kombat characters. We don't even need any. But we knew that Sub-Zero was going to be in the game because they got Scorpion in the first game. You got to give Sub-Zero a little love, so he's in the second game. Again, I don't think he's actually going to be in the full roster, especially because of the new image where they don't have Raiden. But for this demonstration, if you will, we're going to say that that's Raiden because we can't really tell by this silhouette or this generic silhouette who they could be. So we're going to give our predictions on this and who I think will be in the final release of the DLC. So here are what people are saying about this guy, this giant tank of a character. I've heard people say Spawn because of his cape. So maybe in this, his cape is taking a giant form and it's kind of like making it hard for him to be distinguished, which, okay, sure, Spawn, I'm pretty sure is going to be in Injustice 2. Ed Boon teased it a lot. Maybe it's not this silhouette, but he will be one of these silhouettes. We know he's going to show up. It's like almost guaranteed. Next guest that people have been saying, Azrael. People are saying Azrael because of his posture, the way he looks. I can see it, but the thing is, if you're going to have Azrael in the game, why not just have him as a Robin, Damian Wayne premiere skin? Like, they literally are pretty much the same character. They have swords, they have hoods on. Why not just have him as a premiere skin, save a DLC character slot? But I can see this character being Azrael. I would not want it to be Azrael, but I can see it being Azrael. The next character that I think it could be, now this is kind of a out of the blue character pick, if I had to say so myself, is Etrigan. Now, I think that this could be it. If you look at him, he's a very big character, okay? He's no small guy. So if you take this character and just look at this character, they are pretty big in size. Now this guy looks like he's wearing a hood of some sort, possibly a hood. Etrigan doesn't wear a hood, but they could give him a gear and make him change up his look a little bit. Who knows? I'm just throwing out ideas on who it could possibly be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Etrigan. Now the last character I think that this silhouette could be, and again, like I said, if there's any hope for my boy Beast Boy, I'm gonna give to him. Like I said, this character could be Beast Boy from his size, his generic look, but if that's not Beast Boy, this right here could be Beast Boy, but hear me out, in gorilla form. Don't mind these other gorillas. The only gorilla you got in mind right now is the green one. Beast Boy as a green gorilla, okay? If you guys don't know Beast Boy, he's a guy that can transform into animals, okay? That's all you gotta know. So, Beast Boy right here could be in gorilla form, and when the trailer reveal happens, he could show up as a gorilla, but then he transforms back into normal Beast Boy. How cool would that be? And that would throw off so many people, especially it's like, oh, we thought that this skinny guy was Beast Boy. Nope, this giant gorilla was Beast Boy and he trolled us. Oh my goodness, I want it to be so true that that is who I think it is, but if not this, then Beast Boy has a chance. He has 2 chances right now, and I think that's better than nothing. And now we got the last character. Who could this silhouette be? From the posture and from what it looks like it's a female. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is Enchantress, which I can see it. I can definitely see this being Enchantress. Especially the new, like, Suicide Squad, how crazy she looks. Like, look at this. Look at how messed up she looks. This, I could definitely see being this. Especially if you look right here, you can see, like, rips in her pants or skirt or whatever. She can do that. I think this could be Enchantress. Would I want Enchantress in Injustice 2? Not really. I wasn't a huge fan of her in the Suicide Squad, and I don't want her in the game. I don't think anyone that I know have requested Enchantress. Now, a character that I'm hoping it could be, now this is kind of a stretch, but I'm going to go with it. I think it could be Mira. Now, I only say Mira because 1, I think she's a great character. 2, I think we need more characters for Aquaman to interact with. The first game, there was no Aquaman villains for him to interact with. This game, there's still no Aquaman villains or Aquaman characters to interact with except for Black Manta stage transition, but he doesn't talk to Black Manta, he just gets hit by Black Manta. So if Black Manta is not actual DLC character, which I'm pretty sure he is, he can interact with Black Manta and Mira, and I think Mira is a better character than Enchantress. I'm just saying, there's a lot more Mira fans than Enchantress, but I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you like Enchantress. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. This design, the silhouette right here, she looks very like dark and, you know, ripped and battle damaged. And Mira, she's very clean. You know, she has a very clean look. I don't know, man. They could change up her gameplay, make her design look a little bit different. So one, it would throw off the people, and two, gear customization. So I could see being Mira. It's a very slim chance, but you know what? I'm gonna throw her name in the battle just in case she is the one and no one saw it coming, and I'll be like, guys, I told you, it was Mira. But the last character I think that this silhouette could be is, and I hope it's not true, because if this character is in the game, that means Beast Boy chances are not as high, and that is Vixen. I say it could be Vixen because I can see it being Vixen. I heard there was a lot of talks of Vixen being in Injustice 2, and if they do a new design, if you think about it, they can make her have like a leopard, like shredded pants or something like that, skirt. But out of the 3 females, I think the highest chance character is Enchant just because of her design. But that concludes our little Injustice 2 silhouette breakdown. There are some characters that I feel like are on this silhouette, but I didn't name them, especially like Rorschach. You guys remember this tweet that Ed Boon made a long time ago? You want to see a Watchmen character in Injustice 2, and look how many people voted yes. So for all we know, this character right here could be a Watchmen character. I prefer Rorschach, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. To run it down one more time, we got Beast Boy on the left, we got Black Manta, we got Booster Gold, Deadman, Plastic Man, or Wildcat, or Rorschach could be this guy. Spawn, Azrael, Etrigan, and Beast Boy Gorilla form could be this. We got Raiden, which I don't want. You know what? Let me just do that really quick. Alright, we got Vixen, Enchantress, and Mira for this last character slot. That is what I'm thinking. That is my guesses for the silhouettes. Let me know what you guys think about them down below. Do you guys agree with some of my picks? Do you guys have some better ideas? Feel free to let me know down below. And also, just say like from left to right and then start naming off the characters. Don't just say, I think that character is, I don't know, Spider-Man. Because why? I don't know. You guys say what characters and what slot. Alright? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys did enjoy and want to see more videos somewhat like this, be sure to let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. My name's unCAGEDgamez, and you just got caged. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool though. That does look pretty cool, but Beast Boy, please. Wait a second. Whoa, wait a second.